Will humanity ever get success in finding alien life at all? Do aliens exist? If they do, can we ever reach them or get a glimpse of them? Are we really alone in the universe? Excuse me. See, it's possible that we may discover alien life next week. It's possible. It's also possible that we may never ever find aliens, any trace of alien life. Both possibilities are, I would say, equally likely. Do I believe aliens exist? I am pretty sure that aliens exist. I'm pretty sure that life exists in other places, possibly in our own solar system. There could be life in the microbial form or something, maybe on Mars, perhaps buried under the soil, maybe on Europa, maybe on Titan, maybe somewhere else. It's quite possible. Um, so, microbial life could exist right now in our solar system, beyond the Earth. When we talk about intelligent life, if you just see the sheer number of stars, galaxies, planets that you have, it's almost impossible to imagine that with 10 raised to 23 or 24 stars in the visible universe. I mean, is it? I mean, if we are the only place where life exists, that doesn't make any sense. So I am personally quite sure that life exists in other places, maybe even intelligent life. Most likely, there would be other civilizations that could be just as intelligent or more intelligent, more advanced, more evolved than us. But for some reason, we are not able to detect them. We have never been able to detect them in recorded history, from whatever we know. There is no unambiguous evidence that we have found aliens in the past. Some people say that there are certain carvings on pyramids or rocks or whatever that seem to depict alien visitations. Well, it's not unambiguous evidence. It seems to look like something that resembles a spacecraft or somebody or or a figure of a human being or something that seems to wear a kind of helmet that you would imagine in science fiction movies, but that is not unambiguous evidence. So, so the question is, why are we not able to detect alien life if it should be so uh, widespread and common in the universe? Well, maybe we are not evolved enough. Maybe we are too primitive. We may think that we all think that we are so advanced and all in the modern world. We have all this technology and all that, but most likely we are still a very primitive species, right? Think about it this way. Let's say you have a petri dish in which you have a colony of bacteria. Okay, it's in a lab. It's sitting in a lab. Scientists are studying this colony of bacteria, a few million bacteria in a petri dish, a dish which is sealed. And the colony of bacteria is, let's say, 300 generations old. So bacteria, they divide, they reproduce, they die off, and their descendants again do the same thing. It goes on and on. And let's say this colony of bacteria is, let's say, 1,000 generations old. Yeah. So these bacteria, they're sitting in there and they're talking to each other. They are wondering, do other life forms exist? Yeah. They're having this discussion among each other, these bacteria, that we have been living here for 1,000 generations at least. Our history is very ancient, and we have never found evidence of alien life. They're talking to each other, and just outside what they can perceive, there are scientists, human scientists, who are studying them through the microscope. So the bacteria don't have the sensory apparatus that is needed to see the scientists. The bacteria are so small, the scientists are so far away relatively compared to them. So even though the scientists are observing the bacteria have no idea that they are being observed. So maybe we are also, in a way, those bacteria. And maybe there's somebody observing us when we are simply not aware of it. We know that 95% of the universe is unknown to us. It's dark matter, dark energy. We don't have the least idea of what these things are. So maybe there's something going on out there that we're not aware of, and they know we are here, and they may be studying us for a few thousand generations, and we just simply not aware of it. Yeah, the time scales that we live in, 100 years, 70 years, it must be just a fraction of a second to maybe to this hypothetical alien species. So that is entirely possible. So maybe it's all out there, but we're simply not able to see it because we are too primitive and our senses are too limited. Entirely possible. So I don't have definitive answers. Are we alone in the universe? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Can we ever reach them, get a glimpse of them? Who knows? So let's see how it goes. Hopefully, we will find something, and hopefully, that will not be too dangerous.